Welcome back to Gibraltar. Today we will be shopping and eating. So let's start the show. We are starting off at a familiar name, M&S. Let's go check it out.
So I am going to be trying on this shirt. It was originally for £35 and now it is $17.49. I am going to see whether it suits me, and yeah, hopefully it will, but I intend to try it on before I buy, because otherwise it's gonna be no return.
So what did you think of M&S, Paul?
Yeah, I was a little tempted,
Yeah, that shirt was very much like mine.
but I think it wasn't.
Not for you today. I thought the prices were comparable with the UK, and I think, it's great that they've got a M&S of that size here in Gibraltar.
quite big.
Yeah, it's got like the little mini food court as well, so you've got all the comforts of home. Well, after that, I'm getting a little bit hungry, and I also feel slightly dehydrated. So there's only one thing to cure that, and that is ice cream. So you got a double strawberry cone, Paul?
It's melting, that's why I'm licking.
Oh, right, okay. And I decided to get a double vanilla in a cup. So I'm going to tuck into that. But before I do, I just wanted to show you what I got in the change, because of course we spend pounds here. And I've got my first Gibraltar coin. Look, in my change, I got a Gibraltar 50p. Now, it's not actually legal tender in the UK, so I'll try to spend it before I leave. But you could put it into a machine, I suppose, that takes coins. I'm not condoning that, but you could. It's the same shape, and it is worth 50p. Very messy.
Yes, it
I've
is.
already spilt chocolate ice cream on that seat, the previous person. I'm avoiding that. Let's give this a go. It's creamy.
Is it gelato or is it like not ice cream?
No, this is ice. This
isn't ice cream.
Yours is more of a gelato, I think. There is a difference, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that yours is.
That's very, very nice. So we've just been to the Gibraltar gift shop and we have made a purchase of yet another Jellycat. Do you know who this is, Paul?
No.
This is Glenny Goat.
Glenny.
Yeah, I'm going home with you.
Bye-bye.
You are in for a golden gay time if you subscribe to It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube. We have come to Morrison's, which is the biggest supermarket in Gibraltar. Now, I can remember coming here the last time, but the first time that I came to Gibraltar over 20 years ago, it was a Safeway.
Ooh.
Yes. So we are interested to see if the prices compare favourably with those in the UK. So let's go and take a look around.
There is the meal deal for the main snack and drink. So we have the floral section over here, like with all the plants, like the herbs, the actual plants. Wow, there's a huge selection. And here are the fresh fruits, like watermelon, regular melon, cantaloupe, honeydew, dragon fruit. I don't think I've seen that often. Rhubarb, pineapples. Lots of fresh things. Raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. Ooh, they look very ripe. I think I should be getting some, but I'm out and about today. There's grapes. Then there are citrus fruits like lemons, limes, and oranges and things of that nature. Good selection.
Frozen foods. All the British classics here. Waffles, wedges, chips, burgers, sausages, fish. You've got all your washing up liquids, laundry detergents, cleaning products, kitchen rolls, toilet paper.
There's loads of mushrooms, garlic, ginger, corn on the cob, asparagus. It's in season. Peppers. There's a fishmonger and also a butcher. And they have all these different cuts. Beef brisket joint, sirloin joint. Ooh, that's a good cut. Fillet steak, that's the best cut. And yogurts. So here are the pre-packaged meats, like the fillet and the sirloin steaks, the rump steak, fillet steak. Wow, that's expensive. And then here are some of those cheaper cuts, the diced ones. Then we have the pork, the marinated stuff. Lots of different pork products. And here are the marinated type stuff, like the spiced fillets and everything. So what are these? Chicken breast. Okay, they seem very yellow. And then here are, this must be like a different brand or something. And here are the chicken thigh boneless fillets. And here are the bacon products. There seems to be a lot of bacon, and there's an offer currently 2 for £5, so that's always a good thing.
Everywhere I go now, I'm always looking for talc, because talcum powder is now banned in the UK, but I can't use the replacement for it, which is cornstarch, and everywhere I've looked in Gibraltar so far, it's been cornstarch, and I think this one is as well. Yeah, this is cornstarch, so it looks as though that talc might be banned in Gibraltar as well.
So here are the salads and coleslaw, the plant variety, the dips and the hummus, the salsas, the green olives. And here are the cheese selections, like the Manchego cheese. And here are some of the softer cheeses and some of the smelly cheeses. And Cathedral City, which we have in the UK. And then David Sow, which is from Cornwall. And they have like all these different cheddars. Sliced, diced, grated. Philadelphia, there's a whole section for them. And here are some of these Actimel type of yogurt drinks, and also Activia. So these must be the healthier type of yogurts. Who'd have thought that there'd be so much yogurt variety, especially the Muller's, which is most of the cabinet.
All your soaps, liquid soap, bars of soap, deodorants, vitamins, hair care products, shampoo. Shampoo, what's that? Medicines, men's toiletries. No, I always do like to look out for a Dove or a Sure. So, Dove, £3. I think that's quite good actually. It was £4, and I saw it for, I think it was actually £4.50 in Boots at High Street Kensington the last time I was there. Although they did sell this one cheaper, and I bought that, but this one's £3.50 here. The Lynx is £2.20. Now the thing is, I'm allergic to a lot of these, and Dove and Sure seem to be the only ones that I'm okay with, so I will get a Dove. And when we came, we only brought small spray deodorants, so I think I'm going to get one of these just in case we run out. £1.25, that's actually really good value. At Boots in the UK, we pay about £1.50. Dental products, oh, I wish I'd seen the mouthwash before.
So now we are in the same aisle, but on the other side, there's Alpro, the plant variety, like the coconut, almond, and other things like that, and oat milk. So these are the milk products. So they range from 1.5 liters to 1 liter, and those are the whole milk ones, and these are whole milks and semi-skimmed, I would like to say. There's also single creams, whipping cream, the Starbucks variety, and here are other chilled type of drink products like the Tropicana, and also the Innocent and the Nakeds. And here are the butters, like I can't believe it's not butter, Flora. And here are the food to go products. They have sausage rolls, they have chicken bakes, steak slices, chili con carne pies, they have rotisserie chicken, chicken legs, traditional sausages. They have like these breaded chicken fillets and fries and potatoes, Yeah, it looks really good. And these are the chilled stuff, like the ready-made pizzas, the nacho kits, the pre-prepared pizzas. And then we come across these cheeses. Everywhere seems to love cheese. Then we have some of these other products, like olives. And here are the breads.
Now, this is the section I've been looking for. Magazines and newspapers. Oh, well, the newspapers must be somewhere else. I saw someone with one, so we'll have a look around for that. But magazines, and they've got all the same TV guides that we have back in the UK. In the hotel, it is true that all the TV channels are from the UK, so that kind of makes sense. Lots of cards. Easter's coming up while we're filming, so there are Easter cards. And speaking of Easter, lots of Easter eggs here. And when I say lots, I mean lots. Look at that. There's an entire row of them.
And we have the Cruz Campos, had this, the Heinekens, San Miguel's, the Coronas, the Alhambra, 1664. And here must be like the sparkling champagnes. That's not bad, 1679. I'm tempted, but I'm not. Prosecco's, 0%. And then we have the Brewdogs, the Budweisers, the Fosters, Strongbow, the Carling. And we come across the bottled waters, Highland Spring, which we have, and Buxton as well. Well, the chutneys, we even have kimchi. Wow. The mustards, the ketchups, the srirachas, the tabascos, the mayos. Oh, those are the spices. And now we have like these merchant gourmet products. The ready rices, the Uncle Ben's, the Tildas, the taco fajita kits. Over here we have all these different oils, like groundnut oil, which I use sometimes for Chinese cooking, to the sunflower, to the olive oils. And we have all these different pasta varieties. And we have the pasta type of sauces on this side.
I bet Paul will come down this aisle as well. We've got our alcohol, the wines, the beers, a good supply of Guinness. Brewdog Black Heart. I've not seen this before. This must be their version of a stout. Timothy Taylor's, again, I've never seen that. Northern Risings, that'll be their version of a stout, Unity Stout. A Mackeson Stout. Oh, and they've got the Nitro Surge cans as well.
So we have all these ambient type of veg. And we have the custards on this side, like the ambrosias, and now we have like the jellies, the canned fruits, the cake mixes. There's an offer on these ones from Mr. Kipling. And we have all these eggs over here, and the sugars, and on the opposite side are the canned fish, like the tuna, the salmons, and the salads.
Oh, Morrison's own make of Cherryade, Berry Crush, cream soda, limeade. We don't have a Morrison's near us, so it's actually a bit of a novelty coming into one. Breads and cakes. Now I know that Paul wants to look at crisps, but I'll just note that they do have their own make here, cheese and onion. I might get one of those actually. Yeah, £1.19 is not bad. Boxes of crisps. Walkers, I've not seen that before. All your usual chocolates.
So this is the cereal aisle with all the granolas, the Quaker oats, the porridge oats, the Irish ones, the Scottish ones, the Special K's from Kellogg's. And now we have the Nestle products like shredded wheats, the Weetabix, more Kellogg's products. And now the Shreddies, and the Cheerios, and the Rice Krispies, and the Cocoa Pops. Okay, this is the crisps aisle. We have lots of varieties of Pringles. Now we have the Walker Max brand. These are the ones I typically buy at home, especially this jalapeno cheese one. Now we've come across these Doritos and these non-specified crisps. And these Morrison's the best crisps as well.
We were going to meet in the middle, Paul. Isn't that right? So there's one.
I don't have anything in my hand.
Actually, there's a couple. I've got a few things. There's a couple things that I didn't see. Newspapers, but I saw somebody with a newspaper.
Wasn't there like a magazine aisle?
Yes, there was a magazine aisle, but there were no newspapers.
Oh.
I'm going to have a look. They might actually be near the door somewhere and we just missed them. And the other thing was tea and coffee. I've seen everything else. So why don't you continue and have a look around?
So they have all this Lindor, which I like. And they have all these boxes of chocolates, which is also nice. And the regular chocolate bars. They have like the Walkers, the Cheetos, the Discos, the Knick Knacks, the French fries, the Monster Munch, the Watsits, the Hula Hoops. Who'd have thought that there'd be so much variety? Then have the McCoys, Walkers again. Cheese and onion is the most popular by demand, and salt and vinegar and multi-packs as well. I've never seen a box before. Jeez. 20 pack for $6.09. I'm not sure it's worth it in my opinion, but you're just paying for the packaging, I would say. Then we've come across the Seabrooks. So they have the ready salted, the beefy, cheese and onion, cream cheese and chives. I don't think I've seen this before. And here are the Morrison's brands, like the cheese and onion ready salted, salt and vinegar, prawn cracker, meaty pack, and then that's about it for Morrison. I just spotted a newspaper over at the tobacco kiosk, so I guess I'll have to get that on the way out. Ooh, I'm impartial to some of these cookies. Okay, we're in the booze aisle. There's all these popular brands of beer. Then we have the sherries and the ports. Then we have the boxed wines and the mini wines. And now here are the champagnes. $16.79. I don't think that that's that bad for a branded product. So this is no, this isn't branded. This is made by Morrison's, which is why it's that amount. I think the branded ones are more expensive. Moet and Chandon is only $32.39, which isn't that bad considering it's a brand. And there's like all these other sparklings, the Kylies, the Proseccos, and here are all the rosés, and here are all the white wines. Yeah, lots of different type of drink. And here are the vodkas. Grey Goose, which is one that I like, the gins, and now the whiskeys. Tetleys, the P&Gs, the Morrisons, the Yorkshires, Yorkshire tea, Twinings,
Thompson's from Northern Ireland,
Puka, and all these other types. And now we've come across the Tassimos, the Dolce Gustos, and Starbucks and the lower coffee, and the coffee beans, and the ground coffees. It's such a big amount of selection. And here are the instants, and here are the instant sachets.
But it's basically all the same as what you would get in the UK, right? As I say earlier, we are not close to Morrison, so this is a little bit of a novelty to us anyway.
Okay.
Right, now let's use our Gibraltar.
Okay, bye.
I've switched back into my regular glasses now, so we're going to sum up our trip to Morrison's. I would say, first of all, I thought that the prices compared favourably with the UK, and there was the full range of items that you could get back at home. What about you?
I found that some of the meat products were more expensive, like the fillet beef, which is an expensive cut to begin with. I think it was on the pricier side. I think it was like around 20 something pounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Now they do have a cafe in there. Now Morrison's are closing a lot of their cafes. I don't know if this one is one of those that's included in those cuts. But if it is, they might want to rethink it because it's absolutely rammed. We were going to go in and get something to eat possibly because it's coming near lunchtime, but it was just absolutely crowded.
It's just too crowded.
I think when we walked out there might have been one free table. But,
2 at most.
Yeah, but it really was crowded. One slight disappointment is that there used to be, when we came before, there used to be a bar in there, but that has now gone. But I don't actually think they had the cafe back in those days.
Didn't they?
Not back then. Yes, thank you. Thanks for that. Another fan along the way. We've got them everywhere, even here in Gibraltar. But very disappointed that the bar no longer exists because it was the only supermarket that I'd ever been to. On sort of British type territory where there was a pub. In Spain, if you go to places like El Corte Inglés and everything, they do sell alcohol at their little cafes and everything there. But
Drink responsibly.
indeed, yes.
Hey, what was that you were watching on the TV last night?
It was something on YouTube. I think it was called Marcus and Paul.
It's almost right. It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube. It is time for lunch on our second day, and we are going to go to the Trafalgar Sports Bar, which is just outside the Trafalgar Cemetery, if you're looking for that.
Well, we just came out of the Orosky Center.
Yes, it's a supermarket featuring goods from Waitrose, which they
wow.
say is Britain's quality grocer.
And it sure is.
And yes, they're very much right about that. And you can see what we bought in our haul episode. We had a lovely meal at Nunos, and it's right next to our hotel, so it was very handy. I had the calzone, and it was enormous. I really couldn't finish it. What did you have, Paul?
I forgot what the name of it is, but I had the pizza with beef mince and broccoli.
Yeah, and it was really big as
Yeah,
well,
it was
so
huge.
you didn't eat the crust.
No.
But it's really handy having this place right next to the hotel where we're staying here in Gibraltar. Just outside Classmate Square, opposite the bus station, there is a public market. Let's take a look around. We have come to the Rock Hotel, which is a very prestigious hotel here in Gibraltar. And although we're not staying here, their websites say that they are open to non-residents in the bar and the restaurant. So we are going to try our luck.
So here are some celebrities that have been here before. Some more celebrities that have stayed here before. And more over here. King Charles, Duke of Edinburgh, Al Gore. Oh wow. Cyndi Lauper. Then some more over here.
And look.
Oh look!
Oh,
Ken Om.
oh right.
And then there's this guy that
Chris Torrent, David Miliband, and also the business secretary, Jonathan Reynolds.
Oh right. Oh look.
Yeah.
John Lennon. I said before that there was
Al Gore,
King.
Sean Connery, Prince Edward, Al Gore.
This guy was in 007.
Yeah. The one who everyone forgets about.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten about. Forgotten his name.
Oh, isn't that Elaine Page?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, the sherbet and champagne cocktail.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. We got in. Yes, I can taste the brown sugar. Can I try yours?
Should I try some of this?
Kind of like yours better.
Do you mean to have yours then?
We can like mix and match.
I think I might get another.
This is from Uxbridge.
What was that?
Look, real chunky beef. Oh. Well, you had a couple of cocktails, didn't you? I only had the one. I had an ice cream at the end instead. But what did you think of the Rock Hotel? And yes, they did let us in.
Yeah, it was pretty fabulous.
Yeah, the only thing I would say was about my beef and eel pie, there needed to be more pastry. There was the nice pastry top, and then it was all just the beef, which was nice, but there was no other pastry underneath, which was a little bit disappointing. Now, you had the burger, which appeared under the sandwiches section. I hadn't noticed that. I suppose a burger is a sandwich. How was that?
Yeah, really, really tasty. It wasn't overly cooked, so there were some red bits inside.
Oh, just the way you like it. Well, if you've liked this episode, then you might want to subscribe. Isn't that right, Paul?
Yes. For those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you could do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.